Abbas found the going tougher in the semi-finals of the 100 meters. Also in international news, in the space of a few months, Tanzania has gone from claiming it had no COVID-19 cases to starting a nationwide drive to get people vaccinated. Those were the main headlines, and now the news in detail. Do stay with us. Thank you for joining us. I am Jenna Bosonko. Now, 4 days ago, the Q Group launched a campaign to get all staff vaccinated in their quest to protect Q Group staff, their families and customers. Lolly M. Camara spoke to some of her colleagues about their experiences and reasons for getting vaccinated. Here is her report.
Scientists are still grappling with the coronavirus disease, which has been around for 2 years now without sign of leaving anytime soon. Many are now coming around to accept that vaccines are a modern-day reality and that getting vaccinated not only reduces your chance of being infected, but it will also contribute to community protection in reducing the further spread of the disease. Ade Darami, head of QTV News, states that vaccines are things we have been used to since birth, and that one should not delay in taking the vaccine, and gave his reasons for doing so.
I took the vaccine because I think it's a sensible thing to do. I work in a place and an industry where we have a lot of interaction with the public. A lot of my reporters go out, they meet the Republic, they come back, they speak to me. So if I'm not protected and they are not protected, we end up infecting each other and cross-infecting other people, including the people that we interview and we speak to. So I'm urging people, go out, take the vaccine. It's a sensible thing to do.
Babukar Sise, deputy editor, QTV News, said he has taken the Johnson & Johnson vaccine and reveals that having been a victim of the coronavirus, it is worth taking the vaccine.
I spent 28 days at the Edwards Francis Small Teaching Hospital at the private block, and this was due to corona, and this was last year during Tobaski. For that matter, coronavirus is real, and I'm encouraging everyone, my friends, the whole Gambia, everybody come out and take your vaccine, because coronavirus is real, is deadly, is dangerous.
Ibrahim Adrame, customer care supervisor, said he took his shot and shares how it feels.
Well, for me, I haven't received any side effect yet. Yes, I am okay. As you can see, I did mine yesterday, and today I'm at work, fully active.
Babukar C. and Ansumana Esonyasi, both reporters at QTV, share their experiences and encourage fellow Gambians to go and get vaccinated.
Recently, I was in Demban Clinic. I've seen the hospital filled to capacity with people infected with COVID-19. If that is not scary enough, we have to encourage everybody to come out and get vaccinated, particularly the vulnerable ones. That's the old age and those, whose health conditions are in line.
If you read through the writings on the T-shirt, it shows Q Group vaccinated. So I'm encouraging everyone to go and take the vaccine. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories regarding the vaccine and its safety, but as someone who's contracted the virus before and as someone who's taken the jab, I can assure you that they're safe and there is nothing really harmful about taking this vaccine.
This initiative taken by the Q Group chairman has given many of his staff and their family members an opportunity to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Many of these staffs interact with the public as part of their daily routine. The hope is that the more of the population that get vaccinated, the greater our chance of defeating the virus. It is a case of protect ourselves, our families and our customers, and hope others emulate this for the benefit of all of us. For QTV News, Lolly M. Camara.
I am vaccinated too. What are you waiting for? Now, following allegations by the public that the Brikama Area Council usually allocates new market stalls to foreigners, the PRO Lamin Singate has refuted the claim, saying the council gives priority to Gambians. As Babukar Sise reports, Singate also revealed that measures are being implemented to stop Brikama market fires.
Brikama is the administrative capital of the West Coast region, and the Brikama Central Market is the biggest market in the West Coast region. It is located at a strategic junction linking the coast and the inland. As a popular market, it serves the people of Brikama and the neighboring villages. The market provides customers with fresh vegetables, fish, and other food items at a more reasonable prices than other markets in the country. People come either to do shopping or sell their produce. But the allocation of stalls at this market is most of the time shrouded in controversy. Piaro Singate has refuted claims that stalls are given to foreigners instead of citizens. He added that even though foreigners also pay tax, priority is given to citizens to encourage and promote socio-economic development. He blames Gambians for letting foreigners dominate our markets.
At the end of the day, what normally happens is, like for instance, a citizen will apply. When he's given the stall, he'll be paying a very meager price to the council at the end of the day. You understand? But now, when they go, then some of these people will sublet their markets to people they believe they have, or they will pay a huge amount of money at the end of the month or at the end of the year. So meaning council is not having any money out of that. But they, the original owners of the shop that acquire the shop from the council, will sublet this, some of their shops to these foreigners. So basically that's the major factor as to the reason when you get to the market, you will find a lot of foreigners occupying the market space. But not directly they will get this from the council. And I want to make that very clear.
Singate points out that the Planning and Development Unit under the council is responsible for the allocation of stalls.
They normally design a form, and this form will be kind of application will be sent to the interested, or will be sent to the public for public to apply. So a thorough scrutiny and interview normally is being conducted. So whosoever is lucky or whosoever meet the requirement set by this particular office, then will be given a stall.
The Brikama market has experienced frequent fire outbreaks. Piaro Singate believes that some of the fire outbreaks are attributed to our own negligence.
When I said negligence here, it's like these wrong connections, normally give a kind of short circuit. So whenever short circuit happens, then basically you may expect nothing but a fire outbreak. The plan that we said, we put up a multi-functional task force. This task force committee comprises of NAWEC, fire service, the council, and other regional stakeholders. Here, their main function is to make sure, most particularly when it comes to NAWEC, is to make sure there is no illegal connection within the market space. And we are really working towards attaining that anything that have to do with electricity have to be regulated, have to be ensured that everything is properly done to at least avoid the reoccurrence of these market fire outbreaks.
At a meeting in Brikama early this year, President Barrow said the construction of the Brikama market is in the 2021 budget and GAMWorks was working on the construction plan. Now, the PRO said that a massive infrastructural development project is underway. In partnership with GAMWorks, the council is building 88 new stalls for vendors. The construction of new stalls is welcomed by the people. When completed, it is hoped that, as the PRO has mentioned, priority will be given to Gambians. Babukar Sise, QTV News.
From that story by Babukar Sise, we will now go for a short commercial break. When we return, we have some international news stories. Do stay tuned.
Such exceptional prices, impossible to miss the Butty Days. Bati Days is the unmissable appointment of Batimat. From the 17th to the 31st of July, take advantage of exceptional discounts up to 50% off on several product family. The best quality, price ratio for the best construction is at Batimat. So don't wait anymore. Let's hit the road for the Bati Days. Batimat, everything for construction, from foundation to finishing.
Step into the future of television with sleek and slim design Samsung Smart TVs, ranging in size from 32 to 75 inches and in different technology. Smart LED, Crystal UHD, Ultra High Definition, and QLED Quantum Dot LED. Get new ways of interacting with your TV as our TVs offer an unparalleled vision adventure from the comfort of your living room. Ultra viewing angle, powerful picture quality, web browser, gallery, EarthNet LAN, wireless LAN built-in, Bluetooth, screen mirroring technology, mobile on TV mirroring, built-in voice assistance, Wi-Fi direct. Not only that, our TVs are backed with 12 months warranty and we are currently on a promotion. Contact us on 333-3217.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. If you're just tuning in, this is QTV News and I am Jenna Bosonko. Now on to international news. Having kept Gambians awake for her first appearance and rewarded them with a national record, the country's sprint queen found the going tougher in the semi-finals of the 100 meters. Here's that story and some other Olympic stories.
Watched by, among others, the Gambian Sports Minister Bakary Badji, who was in the stadium, Gina was not able to make it through to the final of the 100 meters. Drawn in lane 2 with lane 1 empty in a tough grouping, she managed 6th position in a time of 11.16 in a race won by the fastest woman so far this year, Jamaica's Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce. To get into the final would have meant bettering her national record which she had set in her previous race. The final proved to be an exciting race, ending in a clean sweep for Jamaica. In winning the final, Elaine Thompson-Herah successfully defended her title and posted a time of 10.61 to break the Olympic record of Florence Griffith Joyner, which had stood since 1988. Thompson-Herah thus becomes the second fastest woman in history, with only Griffith Joyner's record of 10.41 in front of her. Fraser-Pryce was second, and Shericka Jackson completed the Jamaican 1-2-3 with a time of 10.16, just 0.02 behind Fraser-Pryce. Africa's best showing in the race came from Ivory Coast sprinter Marie-Josée Talou, who finished 4th in the women's 100 meters final of the Olympics for the second consecutive time. It was one of the fastest women's 100-meter races, with 6 women running under 11 seconds. For Gina Bass, there is still hope, as she looks forward to her stronger event, the 200 meters. For Gambia's male sprinter Ibrahima Kamara, he put in a valiant effort in coming 6th in his heat in a time of 10.33. Away from the track, there was double disappointment for Africa in football, as Egypt and Ivory Coast both fell at the quarter-final stage. Egypt lost narrowly 1-0 to reigning champions Brazil, while Ivory Coast were eliminated 5-2 by Spain. The Ivorians must have thought they had won when they went 2-1 up in extra time, only to see Spain's Rafa Mir come off the bench, get a hat-trick and turn the match on its head. For QTV News, I am Adi Darami.
Wishing Gina Bass good luck in the 200 meters race. Now, in the space of a few months, Tanzania has gone from claiming it had no COVID-19 cases to starting a nationwide drive to get people vaccinated. More in this report.
For much of the outside world, what little they knew of Tanzania's former president was that he was one of a small group of heads of state to downplay the seriousness of COVID-19. John Magufuli, who died in March of this year, became possibly Africa's most well-known coronavirus skeptic. His solution being that, if there was such a virus, prayer and herbal medicines would take care of everything. Interestingly, following his death, the opposition in Tanzania
claimed to have received information that his death was COVID-related. However, the official version was that he died from heart complications at a hospital in Dar es Salaam. Now, in a dramatic U-turn for the country, Magufuli's successor, Samia Suluhu Hassan, has taken the vaccine. After receiving the single-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine on Wednesday, President Hassan had this to say: "I have come out to show the public who look up to me and are fully cognizant that, as a president, I am the shepherd to many whom I lead." She went on to say, "So, I wouldn't risk my life by taking this vaccine. I have agreed on my own volition to be vaccinated, knowing in any case I have been living with many vaccines in my body for the last 61 years now," she said as the event was broadcast live on television. Whereas previously the government had not given any COVID case statistics, it is now admitted that it could be in the third phase of the virus and has warned the public about rising case numbers, even though the country only started collecting such data in May, 2 months after Magufuli's death. Despite the warning, the government has not issued any infection rates. Also, for the first time, the public are being asked to wear face masks in public places. For QTV, I am Ade Darami.
Before we close, here is a recap of our main headlines. 4 days ago, the Q Group launched a campaign to get all staff vaccinated in their quest to protect Q Group staff, their families and customers. We heard about staff experiences and reasons for getting vaccinated. The PRO Lamin Singate has refuted the claims following allegations by the public that the Brikama Area Council usually allocates new market stalls to foreigners. In international news, having kept Gambians awake for her first appearance and rewarded them with a national record, the country's sprint queen Gina Bass found the going tougher in the semi-finals of the 100 meters. Also in international news, in a space of few months, Tanzania has gone from claiming it had no COVID-19 cases to starting a nationwide drive to get people vaccinated. Well, that is all we have for you in this edition of QTV News. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.